Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the blues of February 2020. And we begin with a bootleg DVD that I received from my good friend Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. And this is Sergio Corbucci's Western comedy, What Am I Doing in the Middle of the Revolution? Now, this is the only way to watch this film in English. The official release is not English friendly. So, thank you again, Carlos, for helping me out getting this one. And he also gave me a letter, which I will read to you. Hi, Donnie. It's your spaghetti western buddy again to help out on a missing and hard-to-find movie title. The last and third movie of the Sergio Corbucci Zapata Mexican Revolution Western. What Am I Doing in the Middle of the Revolution had its moment, but could have been a lot better if two better-known stars to have saved the movie, in my opinion. Anyway, it's in English audio, and it's the exact same version I have, even though it's a bootleg, and a decent enough transfer to watch on DVD. Enjoy. I also have added The Corner, right over here, a 6-part miniseries created by HBO and written by David Simon, who also wrote The Wire and was the executive producer of the hit series. The Corner and The Wire are both set in Baltimore, and as a former police reporter, David Simon knew how to be part of the two of the most realistic series ever made. And in both series, actors and actresses are featured in both and in both opposite sides of the law. Sorry about that. The Corner is like a beginning part to The Wire Season 1. Anyway, I thought you would like, so I sent it to you, my friend. Enjoy. Speak soon, Carlos. Well, thank you, Carlos. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. And now I have to admit, I haven't seen The Wire yet. I have it on Blu-ray for a long time, but I still haven't got around to check it out. And maybe that's a good thing, because I can watch The Corner first and then The Wire. Like you said in the letter, it's a sort of beginning to it. But directed by Charles S. Dutton, actor who was also in Alien 3, A Time to Kill, and many other films. But anyway, thank you, Carlos, for giving me these titles. I will leave the link to his channel below. I'm sure you guys have subscribed to him already. If you haven't, shame on you. Do it now. Okay, next is the Hong Kong Legends collection with Bullet in the Head by John Woo, Police Assassins, and Red Wolf. I got this mainly for Police Assassins, and I wanted to get the separate DVD of it, but I couldn't find one for a good price. There was one seller who was asking more than 50 euros for it. So I looked further and found this DVD set for 6 euros. 6 euros. That's 2 euros per movie. And this idiot wants 50 euros for one of them. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Some sellers are just out of their minds. But anyway, Police Assassins, also known as Yes, Madam. Very entertaining martial arts movie with Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Rothrock. These girls can kick ass. Excuse me. And the fight sequence at the end is absolutely great. It does have some silly moments, but they didn't really bother me. And there's something I noticed while I was watching this movie. A a piece of music that was very familiar, and I heard it 3 times throughout the movie. And it turns out to be John Carpenter's score from Halloween in Police Assassins. And I thought it was very funny, but come to think of it, some Chinese movies uses, or perhaps I should say steals, music from other movies. But yeah, Bullet in the Head, I haven't seen that one for a long time. Red Wolf, I haven't seen at all, so I have to. I need some catching up to do. Next is Today It's Me, Tomorrow It's You, a decent spaghetti western, co-written by Dario Argento. Before he worked on gialli and horror movies, he was a screenwriter of a few Italian westerns, such as The Five-Man Army and Once Upon a Time in the West. And he wrote this one with producer Tonino Cervi. And this is the only film that I know of that was directed by Cervi. And Bud Spencer, the funny thing about this film is that he wears a fake beard in this movie, and it shows. The thing is, he did another western called Beyond the Law with Lee Van Cleef, and he had to shave his beard. And when he finished that movie, he immediately started shooting this one, and he did not have the time to grow his beard. But anyway, it also stars William Berger, a spaghetti western regular, and Tatsuya Nakadai, a famous Japanese actor who was also in Yojimbo, Sanjuro, the Human Condition trilogy. And this is the one and only spaghetti western he had ever made. Now, there's something I want to show you. Here's the German release of the Nobody movies. And take a look at this. You see that? It's the same, isn't it? Well, except for the hats, of course, and a few other things. Now, the colors are different, but the gun and the clothing and the saddle, it's almost the same. And these stills at the back, they are not from this movie. You can tell that this is Terence Hill, and Terence Hill is not in this movie. But these are stills from the second Nobody movie, by the way. Nobody is still the greatest, aka a genius, 2 partners, and a dupe. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I thought it was funny. I also picked up Ringo and His Golden Pistol, aka Johnny Oro, with Mark Damon, American actor who was also in many other Italian westerns. And this came out in 1966, the same year when Django was released, and it's definitely nowhere near as good as Django, but it's okay, At least that's what I remember. I haven't seen it for quite a long time. But anyway, I finally have my Sergio Corbucci Western collection complete, thanks to Carlos. I have more spaghetti western goodness here. Kill Them All and Come Back Alone by Enzo G. Castellari. Chuck Norris plays a... Chuck Connors, excuse me. Actually, that's not... that could have been quite something, right? Chuck Norris in a spaghetti western. Anyway, Chuck Connors plays a mercenary who leads a group of men to steal gold from the Union Army. And as it says here, they all end up double-crossing each other. And, Kino is killing it lately, and I hope they're going to put out more spaghetti westerns. And here's another Another terrific Italian Western, by the way. A Bullet for the President, aka The Price of Power, with Giuliano Gemma, directed by Tonino Valerie, who also made Day of Anger and Nobody is... My Name is Nobody, excuse me, the first one. He was Sergio Leone's assistant director back in the day. And this film is based on the Kennedy assassination. And you can tell, the assassination scene is reminiscent to the actual, JFK assassination. And this is the second Blu-ray release from Wild East. Is it? Hang on, let me check that first. Oh no, wait, no. The two others came before this. The Pecos movies and the Requiem for Ringo. Yeah, that's it. But like each Wild East title, this is limited to 1,000. So get it before it's too late. Next is The Lighthouse by Robert Eggers, who also wrote and directed The Witch. And I became a fan of him after I saw The Witch, and after I watched The Lighthouse, I became a bigger fan of him. I mean, this is truly a very well crafted film. The acting by Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson is top notch. Cinematography is astonishing. Production design, sound design, the score. The film is magnificent on every level, and the dialogue seems very authentic. Eggers did some research on how people talked back then. Same thing he did with The Witch. So the dialogue and the accents seem very real and accurate. And the film takes place in the late 1800s, late 1800s, and it looks like it was made in that period of time, shot in black and white, in 1.19 aspect ratio, an almost square format. And I was wondering, would The Lighthouse work as a silent film? Maybe Eggers had that in mind, to make a silent film, but it's already hard enough to make a black and white film these days, let alone a silent black and white film. But anyway, I thought it was extraordinary, and Robert Eggers is a name to remember. And by the way, for those who are interested, I have the digital download code here for The Lighthouse. Next is Parasite, the much talked about dark comedy thriller by Bong Joon-ho, that has won every film award that exists, including the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival, and the Oscar for Best Picture, which nobody saw coming. And the question is, does it deserve all those awards? And my answer is yes, it does. It's a brilliant film, but I do have to say that the ending was a bit disappointing. And I also think this is not Bong Joon-ho's best film. In my opinion, his best film is Memories of Murder. But it doesn't matter what I think. What matters is that the huge success of Parasite has given Korean cinema and Asian cinema in general more recognition. People who have seen Parasite and likes it might want to check out other Asian cinemas or other Asian films as well. And I believe there's a large number of people out there who has never seen an Asian film before, and they are missing out big time. So if Parasite has changed all that, then that's a really good thing. I mean, Asian cinema, specifically Northeast Asian cinema, deserved a mainstream Western audience. So, yes, I'm glad this film has gotten so many awards and so many attention because it helps other Asian films and filmmakers. At least, that's what I'm hoping, you know. But anyway, I also have the digital download code of Parasite over here. This is the American download code, by the way, the same as the Lighthouse. So, if you live outside United States or Canada, I'm afraid you cannot use these codes. I finally picked up Stranger Things Season 2 that comes in this clamshell VHS style packaging. And this is my least favorite season, but it's still enjoyable. Don't get me wrong about that. But my favorite one is season 3. I love the scene where what's his name again? Dustin, right? Where he sings the Never-Ending Story song with his girlfriend over the radio, while everybody else is in danger. Brilliant. That's the best part of the entire series so far, to me. But anyway, let's take a look at this very nice set. You got the artwork, VHS artwork there, and then underneath, there's the back. And then underneath are the Blu-rays, and under there are the DVDs right there. And then, I'm sure you guys have seen this before, right? But anyway, here are some picture cards. Behind the scenes picture cards there with some of the actors and directors. That one of the Duffer brothers, I believe. Yeah, that's it. So very, very nice set of Stranger Things Season 2. And finally I got this gorgeous release from Everything Blue. This is Gladiator, of course. I don't need to tell you anything about this movie, right? We've all seen it, we all love it. It's one of Ridley Scott's best film without a doubt. And I really like what they've done. This is all very much embossed. My camera can catch that though. Just a little bit there. You can see the armor there. That's kind of shiny and also this is the Colosseum at the back there is very embossed as well. This is, and also the sword there. And the title. Yeah, I mean, Everything Blue, those guys, they really know how to treat collectors like me, But it comes with the steelbook, with the regular Blu-rays, and of course you got the film on 4K Blu-ray. And it also comes with some other stuff as well. There's a picture of Joaquin Phoenix as Commodus. Let's take a look at this. This is the the card that I got, limited to 8. What's it? Hang on, let me check that out first. 800, I believe. I mean, this is my number, 419. Yeah, this is limited to 800. There it is, and then inside this little pouch, and that's very nice actually, is, if I can get it out, oh come on, there we go, a coin. Look at that. Straight and honor. What we do in life echoes in eternity. And here's the other side there. Honoring Commodus Caesar. The Colosseum, a gift to Rome. That is very nice. And then we have this. This is, I believe, a little flag. Oh, or a little, what do you call this again? I'm not really sure how you call this, but seems like a little flag there. And you got this little picture book. Oh, by the way, this was Oliver Reed's final film. He died during the making of it. Yep, very, very nice. And then we have this thing. This is, of course, not a real shield, just plastic, but you can take it off very carefully. Oh, if I can manage to do that. Here it is. Yeah. With some other character cards, you know. Russell Crowe. There he is again. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we have these character cards, art cards, whatever you want to call them. Here's Phoenix again. They're actually going to make working on a sequel, and it's going to be about this boy when he grows up. So, you know, I am curious about it. I mean, I understand why people don't want a sequel to this movie, but you know, on the other side, I am curious of how they're going to do it. Ridley Scott will be directing that film as well. So, and here's a small cardboard you know, poster that you can put on the desk or something. And last but not least, I also have. Last but not least, I also have this small poster that came with it. Gladiatores Violentia. Violent Gladiators. Yes, very nice indeed. Anyway, that's it for my February update of 2020. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.